Hello everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel, Marriage Tips with Asperia. On this channel, we share about marriage, about relationships, tips that will help you have a better marriage and tips that will help you reach into that institution of marriage. That is what we basically share on my channel. So today we are going to look at some of the things that should delay you from getting married. If you're interested in this video, please stay tuned. I'll be right back. So one time I shared a video on this channel about how to enjoy your single life. You know, marriage is not a competition and it is not a race that everyone should run to win a certain medal or something, you know. So there are some of the things that you should take care of before you enter into that institution. Because marriage can be very good, very sweet, only if you enter it if you are ready. But if you enter when you're not ready, it's gonna be bitter for you and it's not going to be good for you. So here are 8 things that should delay you from getting married or marrying. If they are sorted, then you are ready for marriage, and anytime God is going to do that miracle for you. Number 1, wait for maturity. Wait for you to first grow. Don't just rush into things before you grow. You know, when you read the story of Isaac, when he went to marry Rebecca, he first grew and he was 40 years. Now he felt he was able. He was now grown. He felt in himself he needed someone to be with. So before you think of marriage, first ask yourself, how old are you? So many people are under pressure. They want to get married. They want to do this. But when you ask her or him, how old are you? Feel 20 years, 19, you find they are still young. You know, personally, I got married at a young age and it was not easy for me. So first wait until you grow, and after you have grown, God will now see that she's ready, he's ready, and he will bring for you the person that he has prepared for you. Number 2, wait for a loving attitude. Yes, first wait until you feel like you are ready to love and to be loved. There are so many people that do not know how to love. You find they are rushing into marriage when they have not loved this person they are going to marry. And when anything happens, they say, I have to go, because you feel you cannot contain, you feel you cannot be patient. Love is so big. It is patient, it is kind, it is so like you just have to have that attitude before you enter into marriage. You know, if you don't love yourself, you cannot love another person. First love yourself, enjoy your youthhood, and after that you are ready now, because you feel you can give another person what you have. You can't love unless you love yourself first. Number 3, wait to know each other perfectly. You know, so many people have fallen in hot soup because they didn't take time to study the person they are vowed to stay for the rest of their lives. Marriage is not something that you're going to go and play. Let me enter it and see how it is, then I come out. If you have really said I do, you have done it before man and before God, you have done it. So you have to take your time and know this person, know his culture, know his traditions. No, take time and do some research about him. You know, you can marry someone and you find in their culture they eat people, but you didn't take your time to ask. So when you reach there, they eat you. I'm just kidding, you know. So take your time and know this person, know what he believes in. You know, there are so many people who can pretend to do something because they want to win your heart. And after they have won your heart, you find after marriage is a different person. You find he drinks, you find he smokes, you find he does masturbation, you know. But if only you took your time to dig in and know who he is before you committed to love her or him, then you would not have fallen in that soup. So take your time. You know, You better break 1,000 relationships than breaking marriage, because once you commit yourself before God, you will not break that covenant, because God is a God of covenant. Once you have agreed that I do, this is the man I vow to stay the rest of my life with, is the woman, God has already sealed that vow, and before him you already clinging to that man, to that woman. You can't break it, So take your time and know him or her very well, Number 4, wait for moral and spiritual problems to be fully settled. Don't settle for less. Take your time. Sometimes you find someone, they have their mistakes, like maybe he drinks or she smokes and she does a lot of things which you feel they are not good. Then you'll be like, let me just endure and marry him or her. I know she will change with time. Yes, she will change. You haven't given any time for that person to change when you are still in a relationship. You find you have spiritual differences. You believe in different things. Your faith is not the same. So you say, he's of a different religion or different faith, but if I marry her, I must drag her to my religion or to my faith. You have not given any time for God to do his will. After marriage, you find it is hard for someone to leave what they have been doing to do what for you want, So if you give it time, you be patient until you feel like she has already changed, he has already changed, or these other small things can be, and we can understand each other. Don't marry someone and you say, I will endure this. If you say you will endure it, then be able to endure even when you are in marriage. So many people have come out of marriages because they cannot endure some of the things which they even saw when they were still in a relationship, but they refuse to break it. So I told you better break that relationship than going into marriage and you regret for the rest of your life. Number 5, wait until health problems are fully sorted. Sometimes you may not know what someone is battling with until you go slowly on that relationship. Maybe someone has a disease in their blood, or it is there but they have failed maybe to open up. So before you marry this person, wait, take your time, go for medical checkup, so that if you marry someone who has this disease, you have loved her or him with it, and you will be able to contain even when you have already married. Don't wait and then after marriage you start saying, I didn't know you have this disease. I didn't know you have this chronic illness. Maybe that person has asthma, has maybe hepatitis B, HIV, Take your time until those problems are fully settled. If you are to commit to love that person, make sure you have understood all their health problems. Number 6, wait until financial prospects are fairly considered. Marriage is not going to end on your wedding day. So you have to take your time and know that the partner I'm marrying is doing this kind of job and it can sustain us. If I also bring something on table and we join it, we can now go ahead. Because once you marry, the Bible says you will leave your father and mother and you cling to your wife and you'll be one flesh. That means the parents also cease to take care of you. You are now an independent person. You must be able to take care of your family. So first, consider financial prospects. Know that I'm now able to take care of someone's daughter, or I'm now able to bring something so that our family will be able to go ahead. So don't marry someone until you know their clear source of income. You don't know what they're doing for survival. And some people have married thieves because they did not really care. When you see someone is giving you money to make hair, to do everything you want, you have not considered what they're doing for survival. And at the end of it all, you reach in someone's home, you find what they're doing to get money is really difficult and dangerous, and you'll be like, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. So take your time and consider where he or she gets that finance that you're spending. Number 7, wait for approval from both parents. You know, so many times we have gone into marriages without approval of parents, and it is not good because parents have been given authority by God to be in that position and they deserve honor. So before you marry this person of a certain clan, a certain tribe, first tell your parents about it. When you look at the story of Isaac, when Isaac wanted to get married, actually it is his father Abraham who even went and searched for a wife for him. You know, so you can search for your own self, but you have to tell your parents about it. And so many times when your parents say that don't marry that person, and they give clear reasons why you shouldn't marry, and you go ahead and marry, so many marriages are broken because we don't usually obey our parents. The Bible says, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother. So God has given them authority over us, so they can guide us on those things, especially on marriage. So wait until they have approved you. Number 8, as I wind up, wait for a clear leading from God. Yes, all these other things, now you have grown, you are ready to love, you know each other, you have sorted more in spiritual issues, you have aspirants, but has God guided you? Yes, you should depend on God. You know, so many times, not all that guilt has is God. Yes, you can look at him or her and they have all these qualities that you're looking for in a woman or in a man. But when God has actually not led you to marry that person. So wait and pray about it, seek God about it, and let God guide you. And when God guides you, just know that you will not be misguided or misled. The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 3 from verse 5 to 6 that trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path. So if you are trusting God, you must trust him with all your heart. You know, don't say, God, now for you, I know you don't love this kind of religion, but now that's what my heart, you try to impose what you want on God. No, wait for his leading. And when you take all these things, you do a clear checkup on your life, you find you're old, you know the person, God has led you to that person. What else are you waiting for? You are ready for marriage. And God, by his grace, is going to bless you with a spouse that you want. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and you can comment and please subscribe. I love you.